Welcome. This is another in our series about married life in America. Today, as never before, millions of couples and individuals are seeking help with their marriage, relationship, and life issues. With the onset of COVID, many experienced psychologists have turned to the internet to provide help to clients outside their local town while protecting their clients' safety. We asked one of the leading experts in online psychotherapy with couples and individuals, Dr. Robert Nussbaum Ph.D., to discuss some of the issues and difficulties couples are facing today and to provide some great tips to those seeking help online. Here is today's question for Dr. Nussbaum.
John, my first tip is to practice the mindful marriage approach. Most of us go through life unaware of not being in the moment. In fact, for many, we are unaware of who we are actually married to and in love with. In coaching couples on how to be happily married together, I have seen the importance of how to be mindful of the framework of marriage, how to be mindful of your spouse, how to be mindful of yourself, and how to be mindful of the impact of the marriage on your children. Learn to acknowledge unjudgmentally when you are not in the moment and refocus. And this will help to improve your married life more than you know. One simple way to do this is to begin paying attention to the things in your married life you normally don't. For example, ask your spouse what her views or his views of marriage are. Take the time to inquire of your spouse how they think or feel about particular aspects of your relationship and your marriage. Ask one question a day and begin journaling the answers that you receive. Then mindfully consider those answers and notice the thoughts that you have about them without making judgments of these thoughts and without making judgments based on them. Then mindfully notice your own thoughts and values about the same issues. Write them down in your journal, and if done correctly, you will begin to notice opportunities to connect with your spouse and improve your relationship. So John, let's move on to tip number 2. Notice what's real and what isn't. John, you know, many couples have marriage problems simply because they live in the past. It could be the past of their marriage, or it could be their past life as a single person growing up. Many also live in the future, which they can't actually predict, but they believe they can and use their past in order to do so. John, thoughts of the past no longer exist, and the future is not predictable and unknowable. Remember, life changes and everyone changes with it, and all our thoughts and ideas about the past and the future are just thoughts. They exist in the present as thoughts. And notice that the best way to enjoy life today with your spouse and have an enjoyable future is to focus on the present and how to live it happily. Which brings me to tip number 3. So John, here is tip number 3. Keep a morning journal, an intention journal. Start this journal in just 2 minutes a day. Plan how you intend for your day to be with your spouse. Not the spouse of the past, not the spouse of the future, but your present spouse. Plan how you will live the day happily with your spouse of the present. Will you choose to live in the past or in the future? Or will you enjoy life today with intention with your spouse? John, if people follow these tips, I am sure their life will improve day by day. And if anyone found my tips to be helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to give other people the benefit of these tips so we can all live happily together.
So, if you have been considering seeking help with your marriage or personal problems, there is no doubt that getting professional help online can be easy, convenient, and confidential. You've heard some great ideas, and if you want to reach out to today's online marriage expert for any further help or information, he can be reached at the number on your screen. Till next time.